Hello, everybody. It is a YouTuber, or I don't know, whatever my job title is. So, doing a bit of a different video from usual. I'm going to be doing a review video on Tears of the Kingdom because I really love this game, and it's probably my #1 favorite game at the moment. So, yeah, I just want to give this game the respect it deserves. By the way, Chewing Game of the Year. So, yeah, let's just get into that, and we're gonna be talking about a few sections. So, first off, let's talk about the gameplay of this game. So the gameplay is really consistent overall. 30 FPS, I like it. It helps it run really smoothly, honestly. The lighting is also really amazing. I love it. So skydiving as well. Skydiving in this game is new, and it's really good. I like it. It's very easy to control. It's not so unfair that if you die, you're going to say, "Oh, I hate these controls. They're too hard." No, it's your skill issue. But in this game, let's talk about something different. Bullet time. In this game, it works differently. You actually don't consume stamina while you're in bullet time. You only consume stamina when you're firing an arrow, which I actually really like that. It's a really good change. And you can use bullet time to assess your situation if you're in the air. Then you can just like look around and then just come up with a plan and then attack. It's really good. I like it. Now, let's talk about the abilities in this game. They're like the champion abilities, but I hate them more. I wouldn't say hate, I just dislike them more. They're more of an inconvenience. The abilities themselves are fine, but it's just an inconvenience to use them because it's not like you can pull them up like on a menu, because you actually have to go somewhere specific and activate it. It's very weird. It's really weird. I don't like it. And the physics engine in this game. Physics. Does it obey the law of physics? No, it doesn't, and I love it. And fighting enemies as well. It feels really good. I like what Breath of the Wild did, so there wasn't really much to improve, but they somehow improved it with Zonai devices. And yeah, that's going to get its own section because Zonai devices are absolutely insane. So, enough about gameplay. Let's talk about the story. By the way, spoiler warning for the first like 30 minutes of the game, I'd guess. So, yeah, just skip to a certain time if you don't want to listen to it or get spoiled. So, yeah. All right. Are they gone? All right. Let's talk about the story. So, let's start off at the beginning, which I'm only going to talk about the first 20-ish minutes of the game because, you know, I don't want to spoil the entire thing. So we're basically exploring underneath Hyrule Castle, and there's some ruins which have murals which depict an ancient war, even further than that of the Calamity, which was pretty crazy. Either that or it is the Calamity, I don't remember fully. And we see that there's a man with luscious red hair fighting there. And he's kind of evil. And he's known as the Demon King. I wonder what that means. Anyways, we explore a bit further and we see basically what is a green arm uh, holding onto this mummy guy. I don't know. He looks pretty evil though. So we go closer and whoops, the arm that was once glowing is now not glowing, and it falls to the floor and something drops and Zelda picks it up. What happens then? The corpse thingamajig comes back to life and oh shoot, Ganondorf. That's crazy. So Ganondorf attacks Zelda with the gloom, but I'm going to call it corruption because it's way cooler, and Link defends. But what happens? Ganondorf literally takes away all of your upgrades, which is one beautiful way to reset your level or stats in this game. I like it. It's really cool. Oh, by the way, he also shatters the Master Sword. So this Ganon is now the strongest one. Let's be real. And yeah, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you now, and then just raises the castle into the sky. And Zelda falls, so Link tries to save her. But bro, you forgot. You're using your wrong arm. That arm is broken. So Zelda falls, disappears in a white light or glowing light, and the green arm from before saves us and takes us somewhere. So we wake up in a room, and there's a voice, and it says, oh, I had to surgically remove your arm and replace it with another one. So yeah, So we pick up the broken Master Sword, explore a little bit, and then one of the greatest cutscenes or opening title drops happens. I'm just gonna let it play. Yeah. Yeah, I love this game. Oh my god. So, this is a really good style that Breath of the Wild introduced. You don't have to do everything to find the story. You can just explore at your own pace, and then the story will come to you at its own pace. It's great. I love it. So speaking of Breath of the Wild, there's memories in this game which are known as geoglyphs and dragon tears, but I'm not going to talk about that because major spoilers. And I'm not going to talk about the Zonai that much because, yeah, major spoilers, but basically godlike beings, technically. So, yeah, let's just move on from that because it gets heavy into spoiler territory if I talk more about that. So let's talk about how creative this game is and all the different customization options that you have. Alright, so there is a lot of customization just like Breath of the Wild. We have your standard weapons, your shields, your bows, your armor, your food, all that stuff. But let's talk about the newer things first, and then I'll bring up some smaller old things that got a little bit updated. So, Ultra Hand. Let's talk about the abilities. Ultra Hand first. Yeah, of course. Ultra Hand is really amazing. I love it. The creativity with this is absolutely insane, and I wanted to think about how I want to describe this, but this is perfect. Hey kids, you got some capsules lying around? Have you ever wanted to build your own war machine to take over the world? Well, you can do that with Ultra Hand. That's literally it. That's how I'm describing it. That's literally just the bare bones basics of it. You could just be super creative. You could make flying machines. You could build war machines. You can make whatever this thing is. It's really great. It's really great. All right, so let's talk about Fuse now because this one is even better somehow. So think about this. Weapon durability, right? That sucks. How do you want to extend it? Well, you can either repair it, but that's boring. Why not just fuse something to your weapon to extend its durability and increase its attack power and give it effects? Standard stuff. Like, you could fuse a rocket to a shield and create something better than Revali's Gale, or a flamethrower to a boomerang and make something that kills your enemies and sets you on fire. Or, a cart to your shield and just create a skateboard. Yeah, that's a real thing, by the way. You can be a skateboarder now. This is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yeah, there's way too many. Like, I can't list all of them. I want you guys to experience this game for yourself. So, literally just try out whatever you want. You could even fuse a piece of meat to your shield. I'm not even joking about that one, by the way. Alright, so let's talk about the last, major ability that's new. Recall. And I'm just gonna be 100% honest, just straightforward with this. It just cheeses shrines. Look at the footage. You see this complicated puzzle that I was supposed to do? No, I just ignore it. It's literally just, hey, you thought you could trick me into solving your puzzles? No, I'm just gonna do this my way. You wanted me to go from point A to B to C? Nah, I'm going point A to C right away. It's just great. So, that's pretty much all the new major abilities that they described in the gameplay footage. Yeah. But let's talk about some armor, because there's like one thing I wanted to bring up with this. We got new armor sets, and there's one specific one that I specifically love. Yes, I said specific twice in this sentence. Sue me. I love the Super Saiyan 3 Goku armor, because it makes me fire Kamehamehas. Fire that Kamehameha, Goku. Yeah. Alright, so enough about the customization options. Let's just talk about some enemies. Let's talk about bosses, bro. Let's talk about bosses. Yeah. Alright, so they fixed my main complaint with the last game. Let's go! I mean, the bosses in this game are really great. They're amazing. The story bosses aren't just Ganon but water or wind this time. They're actually creative. Remember that ice monster thingamajig from the trailer that you saw for like 1 second? Yeah, that's a boss. I love him. He's like my favorite boss in the game. And also he's my #1 op, but like, let's not talk about that. So, I'm not going to spoil the main bosses because, duh. So let's talk about minor ones. Let's talk about mini bosses. Or just sub-bosses. I don't know what the term for this one is, because they're technically main enemies. Okay, so there's some new ones, there's some old ones. Let's talk about some of the new ones, some of the old ones, and then some new ones and some old ones. Whatever the order. So let's talk about a new enemy. This is a boss bokoblin, and he just leads a group of bokoblins around. That's it. There's literally nothing else. They're just slightly more tanky, slightly harder, slightly bigger. Yeah. So a returning enemy are Hinoxes and Stalnoxes. They're back, still easy to defeat. I mean, look at my satellite laser I made to take over the world, defeat them. Yeah, power wash. Lionels are still here, and apparently they can teleport now. I'm gonna try finding footage for that. Yeah, I'm scared. And here's probably my favorite new boss that you can find in the overworld. Ghidorah! Wait, hold up. You're saying that name's copyrighted? Oh, shit. I mean, Gleeox, yes. I love these three-headed dragons. They're really annoying, though, but they're also really fun to fight. Don't ask how I know that. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know. It's just really great. Literally, all you have to do, shoot their heads, and then spin/stab to win. That's it. And there's also like a third phase, like where they fly high up in the air, but that's optional if you're good enough. I'm gonna be real. So stone taluses are back as well, but they're a little bit different because we have battle taluses. That's the official name, by the way. And basically they're just a fortress that have like bokoblins on top, or you know, whatever. You gotta hit their weak point still. They're a bit more of a challenge though, which I really like. So I like this. I like this one. And here's some new enemies. We got Gloom Hands, or as I like to say, Hands from Hell. I seriously hate these enemies. Ugh. And I won't say too much about them because they're hard to take out. They're really scary. They're quick. They can't climb walls though, so just like hug onto a wall. And yeah, if you beat them, something happens, but I'm not gonna say what because I don't want to spoil people. And finally, we have Box Overlords, or their official name is Flux Constructs. And these guys are really fun. I really like them. They have different forms that they can take, like a battle mech, a box, a floating platform. And you have to use Ultra Hand to basically shake their core and just disrupt them. And then you can attack their core and deal lots of damage. I like this. This is a really creative boss. It's probably one of my new favorites. And of course there's more, but like, I'm not gonna get into that because spoilers, duh. Maybe in another video. But sadly, with every good game, there are flaws. Let's talk about some of the downsides of this game. Sadly, we gotta talk about the frame rate. Frame rate, yeah, it's 30 FPS, but sometimes in some areas there's some slowdown. It's not as much as Breath of the Wild though, thank God. And sometimes you need to actually wait a while for things to load in, which is kind of annoying. And most importantly, some of the glitches got fixed. Ugh, I'm so sad. Rest in peace, duplication glitch, my beloved. But seriously, everything else, this game is really good at it. I'd say it's probably the perfect game, honestly. And I guess because I have to have an extra section, here's some stuff that I couldn't fit into the other parts. Alright, let me just get out my list here of things. So one of the dope things about this game is that all the DLC items from the first game are free, and that's really good. I like it. As you can see, I'm rocking the Fierce Deity outfit. Koroks are annoying. Yeah, I've literally been using almost all... There's so much of this footage is just me torturing Koroks, so yeah, you can tell. The shrines in this game are really good. Like, they are so free. You can do whatever you want. It's not like the first game where there's a set path. In this game, you can just go wherever and it probably will work in the shrines. Really, this entire game is just freedom incarnate. I love it. You can do whatever you want. You can fight the final boss if you want, right away. It's great. It's great. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the review. I couldn't add everything as, you know, there's too much. I don't want to spoil things as well. Maybe another review video I'll spoil more. Like, I'll make a spoiler review. But, yeah, I love this game. It's probably my favorite game. I've been playing this for over 130 hours so far. I love it. I don't regret a single moment of this. You guys should probably buy the game. Play this game for yourself, seriously. This is an experience I recommend highly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go bother my friend about why he hasn't made a review video for 6 months. See ya.